Good morning, you guys. Jeffrey Howells Carpet Clean, and it's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday or Monday morning. Getting a good jump start on the week. And what we've got here is a repeat customer that has an animal. So we're cleaning up some animal stuff that's going on here. So basically, we're doing our three-phase cleaning, but we're upgrading it to a pet premium because there's a lot of urine and stuff in here. So you can see the dog kind of had his way in here. So we're gonna get this all cleaned up and looking really good. And so upstairs we have basically a bedroom. You can see some more urine there. We have the front room area there. Then we have a stairway here, a little bit of a landing with more urine and vomit down below. You know, just typical dog stuff. And then we have two bedrooms. One is as a makeshift office, and the other looks like a guest bedroom down here. So we're gonna get this all cleaned up and looking awesome. So with three-phase cleaning, what we are doing is we're doing a pre-vacuum. It's phase 1. Phase 2 is our soil suspension process, which comprises of our cleaning solution pre-spray that we're going to be using right here, and a form of agitation. In this case, with all the animal stuff, we're going to be super saturating with our cleaning solution, which is a sodium carbonate and peroxide cleaning solution, which contains baking soda grade cleaning agents. Very green and safe and bio-friendly, eco-friendly, all that good stuff. It's safe for small children and pets, but it still obliterates all the grease and residue and things in the carpeting. And then the peroxide portion of our cleaning solution is sanitizing, breaking down things like urine and feces and that kind of stuff that's in the carpeting. So along with the sanitization, it's also a natural deodorizer, and it's deodorizing and obliterating those offensive agents in the carpet causing nasty smells. So that is phase 2. And then phase 3, obviously, we come in with our hoses and lines from the truck and do ourselves a steam clean. So basically, if you watch any of Roger Lloyd's information with his scrub and steam that he does, or scrub and steam, is that what he calls it? I think so. That's kind of more or less what we're doing. I like his descriptive words that he uses on a scrub and steam because it tells the customer exactly what he is doing. So I'm thinking of using that terminology scrub and steam, and then upgrading that to a pet premium package, just because we are scrubbing, we are steaming, and we are using some pet friendly products, but then we are also going through and we are doing the agitation required to do a very thorough pet premium sort of style cleaning. So in our case, what we are doing, we're controlling the level of clean based upon the form of agitation that we're doing. If we were wanting to do more of a restorative sort of cleaning, we will break out a 175 that is a completely different type of agitation. It's quite a bit more harsh than the counter-rotating brushes on the CRB, and I reserve it specifically for carpeting that is, you know, out of either commercial glue down with no piling, or carpeting that is, you know, out of warranty or old and needing more of a restoration cleaning rather than just a regular steam clean. So that's how I get around it. I mean, every company boasts and does their own thing. That's the way I see it and visualize it. I guess you all can study and experience all the different methods of cleaning yourself and kind of derive your own conclusion. Don't just take anybody's word for it. Actually do the research yourself and experiment. Try different methods of cleaning and figure out what works best for you and what makes the most sense. find out what the IICRC says about temperature and heat and agitation and all that good stuff, because really they do talk about that stuff, and if you don't take the course, you won't know what is involved in the cleaning process. Okay, we are completed with phase 1 with our pre-vacuum, so now we're moving on to phase 2, which is going to be our soil suspension process. Putting down a pre-spray to obliterate any residue and things in the carpeting, and it just kind of loosens and breaks things from the carpeting that are sticking like Velcro. And then upon the application, moving to part B, we're going to use the CRB here to do some really good heavy agitation, not too aggressive, and it also helps to lift out any animal hair that might be in the carpeting as well. So it'll just get it really good. So we're going to make sure that we get spots like this like extra heavy, just so that our product can just sit there and dwell and eat away at all that nasty stuff. So we want it to go pretty deep. However, it's not a huge dog, so I'm not treating it to be like clear down to the subfloor, because I'm almost 90% positive that the dog is not even capable of doing that. So we're going to go ahead and give us a good pre-spray and a scrub and go from there. Again, this was phase 2. Okay, we're ready for the agitation process. I've taken our CRB and I've laid it over on its side so that you can see what's going on here. We got these 2 counter-rotating brushes, and what they're going to do, they're going to groom the cleaning solution all throughout the carpet fibers and lifting up any matted hair that might be in there. Matted hair, lint, all that good stuff. It'll pick it up and it'll just deposit them into these repository containers that are on there, and then we'll just dispose of it properly and responsibly. So don't want to be dumping your water down the sidewalks, because that looks, not only does it look bad, you can also get fined for doing that. I got some cool videos of people dumping water down people's driveways. Anyways, that's my my blackmail data that I've been collecting on people. Just kidding, I'm not going to do anything with it. I think it's just funny. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and get started here. Alright, so as you can see, our pre-spray application that we put down, along with a good CRB, agitation in a couple different directions, as you can see most notably right here, pretty much scrubbed everything out. And that big urine spot that was right there, we pretty much just soaked the area with our sodium carbonate and peroxide cleaning solution, and it pretty much just ate up everything that was there. Now, moving on to this other room, I found that in some cases when you're dealing with pet stuff, it's just easier to go room by room instead of pre-spraying and then going back and agitating everything. So in here there is quite a bit. We got some food droppage and a lot of animal stuff in here, so this one will be quite dramatic. So we'll go ahead, we'll pre-spray this real good. We will give it a good scrub, and I think you might be a little surprised by some of the before and after that we're able to accomplish here with just sodium carbonate and peroxide and a good scrub. Okay, and this is what we have after a soil suspension with a good scrub. As you can see, our cleaning solution did a really excellent job at just obliterating all the urine and food spots and everything that was in here. Now what you can do, I kind of mentioned it before, but you can control your level of cleaning that you're doing by the amount of agitation that you actually provide. I know a lot of carpet cleaners will change out their cleaning pre-sprays all the time. I mean, chemically, that's one way that you can go about doing it. Another way is just to adjust the cleaning formula of your chemical heat, agitation, and dwell time, and just add a little bit more agitation, and your chemical that you use, you can have a staple chemical that will clean roughly probably 80% of everything that you need to clean, and it does a real good job at that point. Granted, you know, you have to change from fiber to fiber occasionally. You're doing a commercial scenario, you're obviously going to be using a different pre-spray than what you'd use in a residential setting, but in those scenarios, you know, that's when you have your case-by-case basis that you go off of. So we're going to go ahead and head on downstairs and complete the exact same processes down there as well. Alright, so here in the landing at the bottom of the stairs we have these gifts left behind by the cat. Not really sure if it's cat spray or urine or what it is, but we'll go ahead, we'll put our peroxide on there and then give it a good scrub with our CRB, and it will literally just obliterate all that nasty stuff. So like I said just a little while ago, the degree of agitation that you perform will dictate how deep of a clean you actually get, or what level of a clean that you're actually able to provide. So all those little red spots that were in here, the red or orange or whatever that were by the dog or cat, completely gone. Okay, so we came through here with the CRB and it looks absolutely beautiful. We scrubbed out every little spot that was in here. Now what I do kind of want to back up and say something about the agitation that you perform does dictate the level of clean that you're doing, but you also have to be careful because not every carpet fiber or carpet type should receive the same amount of agitation, so you got to be careful with that and use the appropriate agitation for the cleaning scenario. I know OP machines and the guys using that for their very low moisture cleaning is in some cases is like trying to shove a square peg down a round hole. It just doesn't fit, and I love low moisture cleaning. I do it all the time. In fact, what we're doing here is more or less low moisture cleaning with a follow-up with a steam clean. So I do believe in the stuff and it has its place and stuff, but I would not go through here and absorb all of this stuff with a pad. It needs to be extracted, especially when you're dealing with animal stuff. So that's just me. I think that the OP machines and low moisture cleaning has its place, and it's called commercial. It's called an area where you're not ripping and pulling and untwisting carpet fibers, because that's what agitation really does when you have that spinning agitation stuff going on. That's why I like the CRB, because the agitation is actually the reverse. It's pulling up on the carpet fibers and it's not untwisting and crushing and smashing and pulling and doing all that. So yeah, completely different scenario. So I'm going to go ahead, get our equipment and stuff out of here, make room, and begin our steam out. Alright, so we're finishing up with phase 3. We got our hoses running in, we got our trucks up, we got our 230 degree plus water. We're going to go ahead and give things a good steam out here. And what we're just going to be doing is we got our pressure to about 400 pounds. And see, we always do a good edge out right along the edge of the wall here. Because if you don't, that's where vacuum cleaners usually will miss. So if you come at the wall perpendicular, you're leaving a gap there that isn't getting clean. So we're just going to go ahead and continue this process throughout the rest of the carpeting up here.